This is Egypt's #1 for hit music, 104.2 Nile FM. Now, Nile FM's Aware with Adham.
Hello and welcome, yet another episode. This week with me in the studio, Ahmed and Mu'taz from SSP Success Skills Patent. It's going to be an exciting interview. Stick around.
Egypt's #1 for hit music, 104.2 Nile FM, Cairo. NileFM's Aware.
Oh, yes, it is. Hope you're having a great Saturday and a great weekend. Adham here with you. And you know what? Today we have a very, very special two young individuals with me in the studio. Ahmed and Mu'taz from this organization called SSP, Success Skills Patent. Now, let's just start off because I know that you want to speak about one of the initiatives primarily of SSP, but just to provide a context, what exactly is SSP and what do you guys do in general?
Well, SSP started to have like a unique effect on people. You know, imagine you're a student, Adam, okay, and came to the university for the first time. You don't know anything. You just, going here and going there. Everyone tosses you this way and this way.
I don't need to imagine. That's exactly what I was.
Yeah. Okay, but for the first time we entered university, I found out some people getting me, take this and take that, and you will encounter these things. In the midterms, you should be doing this and that. And I said, wow, where do these people come from? It was kind of... I didn't imagine it like having people to have a free time in university without studying and getting to help on other people. That's when we went to SSP.
Wow.
Yeah,
you're a much better student than I was. Like when I was confronted with free time in university, I'm like, yay! So
no, definitely our free time was to help students. Getting when you come from high school to university, getting you to know all the subjects you want to do.
Kind of like orienting people.
Orienting, yes, but
Very
with with a touch of a human development soft skills.
Nice.
This is definitely getting the best out of you to know.
So you do this through workshops that you guys do, or how exactly do you do it?
Workshops or sessions, more of sessions more than workshops. We have workshops as well, but sessions to make you feel like you are comfortable sitting in the halls of that you will be taking lectures after that, but to be sitting with students in your age, explaining things to you from their experience. And then this is the first encounter with us. When you come from high school, then all over the years, you are spending about 4 or 5 years in the university, getting to know more about our projects. Still, I'll be telling you about them.
Very, very cool. Actually, I just wanted to mention that, I have to come back to some music, but I'm very, very interested in figuring out what kind of projects you guys do. Because so far, what I understand is that you kind of give students a crash course before they get to actual university life. And darn it, I wish I had you guys when I went to university, but unfortunately I didn't.
Imagine that you came out to the university and you signed up with a hotel or like a tourism agency
you have
to guide you.
hotels in your university?
No, I'm just saying. No, we're a governmental university. So it's just that getting to sign up with us to our programs through all the 4 years. We have sessions like we have an event called We Read For You, where we get a book and deliver it to you in only 4 hours. You just don't need to read that book, and we get the bestsellers book around the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
One of our events, yes.
Yeah.
And also we have like workshops, and this is mainly workshops to help students get acquainted with the job market, give them the skills, interviewing skills, CV writing, stuff like this. Teamwork and leadership and time management. That's
very, very cool.
Yeah.
So basically, you do on the one hand workshops to prepare students for their future careers, so to speak.
Yes.
But on the opposite end, you also provide them with you said like these book workshops. Or
yes.
Are there any other projects that you guys are working on?
Yes, we recently developed like an initiative to get down to the children between the age 9 and 11 years old in the schools to give them human development sessions. Like getting these people to know about it since the very beginning of their age. Not like us. We knew about these issues when we were in the university, but not in school. That will definitely affect their minds, make them think better.
Hats off to you. I mean, that's a really, really cool
and
initiative.
orphanage houses as well, not only schools. To
Very
children,
cool.
Yeah.
You know what? This time I'm going to take a sort of a break from SSP as a whole, the organization that you guys were talking about, and focus a little bit about this really cool project that you mentioned. It's the biggest project that you guys are working on right now. It's called Seed. So Ahmed, could you tell us a little bit about what SEED is?
SEED is mainly social entrepreneurship empowering development. We believe that implanting the seed of change in a wide social range would make a real difference in our community, in helping people, the very, very, very poor and simple people of the community. That's what we believe in SEED.
All right, well you're preaching to the choir here. I'm absolutely with you, and I'm a big fan and big believer of social entrepreneurship. But how do you guys do that? How do you implant that seed exactly?
Actually, we have 3 phases in our project. Starting with phase 0, it's a conference of 1,000 students. Those students mainly take 3 days or 4 days of sessions from very, very, very experienced social entrepreneurs, people who have the experience and can deliver the knowledge in a very short session, like 1 hour. They can give an information that makes a difference in this person's life.
Wow, and that's just stage 0?
Yep.
How many stages are there?
3. Okay, before getting to stages 1 and 2, let me tell you that we had actually implemented the first phase 0, last year, and it was the first annual conference, and this year in December we're gonna launch the second annual conference, so it's gonna be the phase 0 for the second time this year in December.
Wow,
that's first of all.
Very cool.
Okay, let's now talk quickly about phase 1. Phase 1 is mainly focused on delivering workshops, very specific workshops to very specific students that are highly trained and highly ready to receive these pieces of information. So we focus on 50 to 75 students. We deliver training workshops for 2 to 3 weeks, and after that they are ready for a competition of 1 week. In 1 week they have to make a plan. Each team is responsible for making some plan, and they are ready to go to the community and actually implement their plans.
Wow, and what's stage 3?
Stage 3 or stage 2 effectively is mainly about making the same idea or implementing the same idea on the Arab world. It's kind of scholarship. So we mainly focus on bringing students from the Arab world or from the Arab countries here into Cairo for 5 weeks, and we mainly focus on giving them the information they need to deliver the same thing.
Now, before we go, there's 2 things that I want to mention, because usually we mention the contact information, the organization or initiative that we have here. So let's start with that. If students, whether from your university or from other universities, or maybe even businessmen that like the idea and want to be involved in the SEED program as tutors or lecturers, how do they get in touch with you guys? How do we find you online?
So easily go for facebook.com/ssp.egypt, and for SEED we just need to go to facebook.com/seed.ssp. That's all.
Very, very cool. That's how you find out about SEED and all of their projects and about SSP as a whole. Now, very, very importantly to mention, as I mentioned, we need to talk about 2 things. Your contact information is not out of the way. You just mentioned to me during the break one very, very cool fact. The SEED program, the workshops, the lectures, the orientation sessions, all of that. How much do they cost for students?
Not a penny. Nothing. You can just sign up with us. You never need to pay anything. We never took any penny from any student. So whether in Ain Shams University or whatever university, we do this for free.
You're just doing it for God and country.
For God and country, yeah.
Wow, that's impressive stuff. Again, thank you so much, guys, for being here on the show. Thank you for taking the time. Ahmed and Mu'taz from SSP and the SEED Initiative. It was a pleasure having you on this show. Now, as I always mention at the end, if you're one of these individuals, just like Ahmed or Mu'taz, working with an organization or social entrepreneurship or an NGO or even a student activity that you're really just dedicated to giving back to the community, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to have you here on the show, and we'll talk about your initiative for a little bit. Send me an email, aware@nileradioproductions.net. Just let me know a little bit, tell me a little bit about your program or your initiative, and I'd love to have you right here on the show. Unfortunately, though, that's it for us for this week's edition of NileFM's Aware. We'll catch you next week, where it's all about giving back to the community.